Hi, okay, so it is currently 6:20 in the morning, and I tried recording this video a few times. Minecraft is having issues. Whenever I record it directly and play the game, the screen goes black, but not in the menus, only when gameplay is being shown. So I think one of my mods is fucking up. Doesn't matter, but point is this mod is the focus. This is called NEEPmeat, and this is what an auto smelter looks like. And how it works is you take some wonderful little ores. We'll just do 6 for now. And, well, correction actually. First, how can I get so ahead of myself? You need Eldritch enzymes, and to make Eldritch enzymes, you need a mixer. To power a mixer, you need a motor. The motor needs to be powered by this beautiful transient ichor, which you get from these rocks, and you pump it directly to the motor. Now, you pump it directly to the motor, and the motor goes, and the machine works. And so, if you wanted to make more Eldritch enzymes, you need to put in gland potatoes. And gland potatoes are a special crop that the mod adds. You need to enlighten a potato to get them. At this guy, you enlighten it here at a pedestal, connected to a data cable to the integrator. You get him at the start of the mod. Anyway, so you use the potatoes to do that. It makes Eldritch enzymes, and the enzymes you pump into this thing. Oh, right, you need water as well for the enzymes. It's water and the potato, and you can use an infinite water source, flow it directly into a fluid drain, and put that fluid drain above a glass tank, or any tank, really, any fluid tank, and it will fluid it right in, thus automating that process completely. And then, and then you make the enzymes, you put the enzymes into another tank. Well, maybe you really don't need to do that. I don't know why I did that, but I did that just to kind of hold on to them, I guess. But, fluid them in there, and then you use another redstone pump to put them in the rendering basin, where you can then throw in your ores, where that will happen, and they will pump in the fat collector, because the enzymes are turning them into ore-enriched fat. And this copper-rich fat will then flow into a small trommel, which will clean the fat, and then it will be pressed into an ingot, where, of course, more motors. Motor for the trommel, and for the press to work, you need to put a bucket of water in a glass tank and have it flow through this big old circuit. With a redstone pump, so it flows in and out and in and out, because when the water flow in, crusher go boom. When water flow out, crusher rises. And then finally you make an ejector and lead that ejector into item pumps and put them in a chest, and boom, would you look at that, your ores, they're there. How fun is that? It took me about 4 or 5 hours to do this, because I simply could not for the life of me figure out how to pump the fluids from place to place. And most of the time, the answer is a redstone pump. That's the answer most of the time. And also, the trommel just wouldn't work for some reason at some point, but then it just started working and it never stopped working, so yay! Yeah, this mod is really good and really fun. And I think I'm going to make more videos on it as I go along, because I can't find a lot of content on this shit, and I need to spread the word on how this shit works to people. Anyway, bye-bye. I'm going to bed now. I'm gonna sleep now.